So happy to be out tonight. I haven't been out of Valencia in 3 months. Excuse me. Somebody fix this for me, please. Some ma'am. So, my name is Antoinette Peragine. Those of you from Brooklyn might know me as Antoinette Peragine. I wish I was kidding. I had that name before my mother brought me home from the hospital. I was little baby Antoine. So cute. It was tough. It was very tough growing up in Brooklyn. I'm handling it well, though, I think. I can remember getting up to bat in softball. I used to play for St. Francis Cabrini. And it's like, I would be like in the throes of puberty. It's like your one moment to shine in your young life. And I get up to bat, be like 2 out, bases loaded. I'm like the team's only chance to tie the game. And just as I'm about to swing, I hear, Antoine, get out of here! Peragine, show them what you're made of. Those nuns were animals. And then, of course, my father was there just looking to criticize something, looking to find some fault in me. He was very, very hard on me. It actually makes me very, very sad. He used to say things to me like, what's the matter with you? There's something wrong with the way your mind thinks. And it's like, it's not my fault. I was like 2 years old. I was learning how to walk. He was very tough on me. He'd get very frustrated with me. He'd like, you know, wipe his hands on my bib and like walk away. And then of course, my Aunt Josephine would be at the game. Aunt Josephine had like beautiful big hair with the swirls. The nails for days, everything matched, smoking nonstop. Aunt Josephine was one of those people that knows everything. No matter what you say to my Aunt Josephine, her response is always, "Now I know." Now I know. I have a very good friend who works for NASA. All right, he calls me up the day that NASA space probe discovered that Pluto's not a planet. I'm psyched because I love that space shit. I think I'm Barbarella to begin with. So I'm like, I'm in Brooklyn, I run out to the stoop, Aunt Josephine's out there with like 14 of the neighbors all smoking. And I'm like, you guys, you're not gonna believe what I just found out. I just found out that they just discovered that Pluto is not a planet. And you know what Aunt Josephine says? No, I know. I'm like, Aunt Josephine, you can't know. No, I know. I'm like, how could you know? You can't know. What are you, an astronomer now? Who are you, Copernicus? And if you knew, why didn't you fucking tell somebody? And they were all nodding. Turns out they all knew. All the fucking geniuses who never left the school. She's still talking about the movie The Titanic. She talks about it like she produced it. The Titanic! That's a very good movie, The Titanic, with that boat. She's like, well, that water was deep. It was so deep. It was too deep. What do you fucking say to that? And then she leans in, like she's gonna share with me something very profound and private. And she says, you know, it was a very dangerous shoot for me, though. I'm like, hey, Aunt Copernicus, why don't you enlighten me as to the dangers Leo faced? Well, that water was cold. It was so cold, it was too cold. I don't even know how I learned to converse, to be honest with you. I feel like, you know what? As I mature, I realize that she's doing the best she can. You know, she's actually very active in the community. She's actually working very hard on getting passed into the school systems, the Brooklyn version of Ebonics. It's called Paisonics. Does anybody speak Paisonics? I understand. I don't speak too much. An example of Paisonics would be like if you're on the subway and you overhear two girls talking to each other, and one says to the other, "Vinny, he bought a pho for her." To which the other responds, "He bought a pho for her?" So what's really being said there is, Vincent purchased a warm, expensive coat for his girlfriend's birthday, to which the other responds, "I cannot believe Vincent purchased a warm, expensive coat for his girlfriend's birthday." I'm a little upset with that, quite frankly. I would have hoped that Robert would have purchased me a cloak such of that sort. Or a different kind of Paisonics is like if you're on 18th Avenue, and a man and his wife are walking, and then he says to her, "Yo, Tina, get your fucking ass in the car." See, what he's really saying is, "Valentina, would you like to go for a drive, get some ice cream perchance?" Really, what's going on there? I don't really know how I did it, to be honest with you. And I have no idea what I'm about to say next. That's more important. Oh.
TV. Necklace.
See, you know what? Thank you. Thank you very much. That's right. That is a good segue, actually. I got out of Brooklyn, and I really feel like I'm a miracle, my friends. I credit a lot of it to TV. I think so. TV was my salvation. I used to think I was ISIS. From the ISIS Shazam hour. Does anybody know what that is? Please, I hope. It used to piss me off that ISIS wasn't played by a Brooklyn girl, you know? But as I matured, I understood why. Shit never goes right for Brooklyn girls. You know, in the show, she wants to help people. She has really cool jewelry, by the way. Gold jewelry. When the show, when she has to be somewhere, she takes out her amulet, she says an incantation, and she lifts up and she does what she's got to do. If she was from Brooklyn, it would never work. It'd be like this. All whichever wins on high, lift me now so I can fly. All whichever wins on high, lift me now so I can fly. Come on! I gotta be somewhere, Vinny, get the fucking car. Not only that I'm from Brooklyn, you guys, but I'm Italian.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking Tony Danza Italian. I'm talking provolone hanging in my basement Italian. All right, I get messages from my mother. This is what they sound like still to this day. Antoinette, this is a mommy. Obviously, you forget about me. And she's like, nah, obviously you're busy. I was like, I was busy, you guys. I've been auditioning for ER for 12 years. I finally book a job. I call my mother, I'm like, Mom, you're not gonna believe this. I got a part on ER. ER? And what's a ER? Can you imagine? I'm like, my ER. It's like a really famous show. ER. And for how long? Can you imagine? I'm like, Ma, I got one episode. You know what she says to me? Yeah, how come if it's so short? Obviously you don't do such a good job. And it didn't even end there. Later on in the day, my sister Maria calls me, leaves me a message on the machine. She's like, Antoinette, Mommy called me. She told me you got a part on Hee Haw? Pencil back.